Today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to sell sneakers on eBay. I've been selling sneakers on eBay, you guys, for about 8 to 10 years roughly, way before the sneaker authentication, way before StockX and Go, all of that, you guys. Before it was easy to catch fakes. I'm sorry, before it was so hard. Now it is very difficult, and that's why I like eBay even more, because they have added the authentication process. But let me start by saying also, I am not an affiliate with eBay. I'm not getting paid for this video. I'm just sharing my honest opinion as personal, being a seller and a buyer, both ends on eBay, on the platform since like 2013, so 14, going on about 8 years now. So after selling sneakers on eBay for about 8 years, I have a lot of tips and a lot of recommendations for you guys to help you succeed, whether it's being a reseller or whether it's just selling some sneakers in your collection that you just want to get rid of, that you just don't really like anymore, whether you've been holding the shoe, regardless. So let's dive right into it. I'm gonna be sharing my screen with you guys. Stay tuned. It's going to be a very in-depth video, a lot of details, a lot of information. First step before you even get on the eBay, the shoes that you have that you're going to sell, your photos, you guys. Now, I have an iPhone. I don't know which iPhone you have. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Even if you don't have an iPhone, okay? Whatever phone you have, or if you have a camera, take your shoes, put them in a well-lit area, okay? Preferably a blank background. Don't have too much in the background, all right? Clean it up. Make it look right. Make sure the lens on your camera, whether it's your phone or whatever, clean that off, right? Try to add some extra lighting. Place the shoes in a few different angles, and I'm gonna be sharing all those angles with you guys, okay? So we're gonna do profile view, one side, the other side, left, right side, profile views, okay? We're gonna do a back view. We're gonna do a front view. Now I typically do a lower front view and then a top, like, perspective, first person perspective front view. And then we're gonna do a bottoms view, because if you're using, even if you're selling brand new sneakers, especially used sneakers, you want to show the bottoms. It just helps as a buyer, you feel more secure. And that's a point as a seller, that you want to make sure your buyers feel secure, because then your sneakers will get sold. Hey, I have the feedback to back this up, you guys. So those photos were also added bonus photos, insoles, okay? Any flaws, now if we're talking used or new, some new sneakers have flaws. Show your flaws, you guys. You want to get that positive feedback. If you don't show your flaws, you don't know who you're selling your sneakers to. That person can see that flaw and be very unhappy and leave you poor feedback, even if everything else was on point. So make sure you highlight any flaws that you may have in your sneakers. Get a close-up of that. And also put it in the description, but stay tuned, we're going to get to the description in a second. So photos, all right, we got the insoles, we got the bottoms. Now the box, get a picture of the size tag on the box, and if the box is damaged, take some photos of that. If it's not damaged, having all these photos of the box is not necessary, but I like to just have a picture of the size tag, at least of the box. And when we get to the description, of course, we're going to note that. So besides that, of the shoes, make sure the shoe is in the most part filling up the frame of the view, you know, however large your photo is. I typically like to take my photos in landscape, which is what you're watching this video in, is in landscape. Portrait mode is the vertical, so like think like TikTok and Instagram reels, that's portrait. So landscape is what you want to get most of your photos in, and at least for me, I feel like you get more of the shoe in that view. So photos done. Now let's move on to the description. The most important text on your listing, you guys, is the title. You gotta have your title on point, all right? So let's just say, for instance, we're selling the Air Jordan 1 Bread High OGs, right? Let's grab them, why don't we? So let's say we're gonna list these Air Jordan 1 Breads. This is a size 10. These are worn, but they do have a small flaw on them. I don't know if you guys can catch that, but they do have a scuff on the front of the toe box right there. So anyways, if I were listing these, I would note that in my description, but right now we're talking about the title. So since we're selling Air Jordan 1 Breads, we're going to title our search as Nike, because we want as much, I mean, it says Nike on the box, right? We want as many keywords as possible. So Nike Air Jordan, not just Jordan, Nike Air Jordan 1 Retro. Okay, there are a ton of Jordans, but we want retro, high, because this is a Jordan High, OG. There are other Jordan Highs that are not OG. Air Jordan 1 High OG bread patent, or patent bread, whichever you want to call it. Now you can also put your size in your title. That also helps. Some people drag it out even longer than that, and they'll put like the style code and all the other stuff, new DS. You can add those other details, but if you just put those core things I just said, your title will pretty much be very, very spot on, very descriptive, and you're good to go. It does help to actually put like new in the title as well. So that's just one added bonus you can do. Let's say actually we're selling a different shoe that's not Jordan. Let's say we're selling this Yeezy 700 Boost. Okay, so we would type Adidas Yeezy 700 Boost, but you also want to be specific because there's a few 700 Boosts. You want to put 700 Boost V2, I believe this is the V2. I want to say whatever V this is, put that, and then put the style that it is, high res red. And then also what I would probably put in the description for these is probably the size 10. But that's very descriptive enough. These are DS, my size. Check out that review I did on these, you guys. These are fire. All right, so we're moving along. You're getting close to your sneakers being listed, and you should be excited right now because you're doing everything the right way. This is how you're gonna succeed on YouTube, you guys. I'm sorry. This is how you're gonna succeed selling on eBay, you guys. So onto the description. This is like the meat and potatoes of your listing, okay? Because after the photos are good, we got to get to pricing as well. After all that seems good to the buyer, now it's like, okay, I'm not completely sold. I need something to completely seal the deal, and that's the description, you guys. So in your description, you're gonna want to list a lot of the details from the title and some more, and I'll explain those. So obviously we're gonna really dumb it down, okay? So we're gonna put what shoe we have. So like Air Jordan 1 patent breads, these are size 10. I'm gonna put that they have the OG box. You want to put everything that come with OG box, OG laces, extra laces included, you know, no damage noted, so I don't need to say that. The box is in good condition. I can just put that box in good condition. What I also like to put some extra pointers are shoes are authentic, cop from wherever I copped them from if necessary to say, show proof of purchase if necessary. I also like to say that ask for additional photos or questions. Just let them know that they can reach out to you if they need to, or if they feel unsure. Sometimes I want to see extra photos, and there's been times where I wanted a shoe, gotten some communication from the seller, and actually pulled the trigger because I got the communication, or they just like answered the question. Like for instance, I seen some Jordan 1 2016 band, or whatever you guys call band, or what do we call them, bread ones, the 2016 bread ones in GS size for my wife, and they were at a super steal price, but the listing just looked at a little sketch. Like sometimes you see listings that look a little sketch, like the photos will be weird, or like they're not selling anything else sneaker related, so you're just like, why do you have this heat for so cheap? But anyways, I ended up copping them, and I legit checked them, and they were legit. So sometimes you just have to reach out to the seller. So you want to put those notes in your description so the buyer feels comfortable. So like I said, I like to put message me for any questions. I also like to put fast shipping, tracking provided, shop with confidence. I want to stand up to my eBay seller rating, so I like to put those stamps in my description because I stand by that. Fast shipping as well. So we got our description down, our pricing. Now pricing it depends on your perspective. Now I'm different. I like to price things to where I feel like it's fair, not always based off what I paid for it. Okay, you guys, I live by market, okay, and I live by just personal opinion, and I just sometimes you just want to show some love, because at the end of the day, none of us really like overpaying for sneakers. Who likes overpaying for anything, right? No one, hopefully. But regardless, it's just like show some love, and also you don't want to cheat yourself at the same time. So for instance, we're selling the Air Jordan 1 patent breads, right? We're just gonna keep running with this shoe. So this is a used pair. The market on a new pair, I could probably get these size 10 new for like $250, maybe like $260 with fees and on these platforms, whatever. So I'm gonna price mine's under that, obviously, right? Because they're used and they have a scuff on them. So we'll just start there. Let's just say $220. And if you feel like you don't know, buy best offer. That's the best thing too about it, is if you feel like I want to list them for this, but I'll take this. Say I want to list these for $230, but I'm willing to take maybe $215. Then I'll put $230 or best offer, and then you take your offers. You can go with that. So that's a good tip too for selling on eBay, is your offers. But sometimes too, if you just want to settle for a certain price, don't even put that, because you don't want to waste your time accepting offers and all that other stuff. So another tip too is check people that are watching your items, because you can send them offers, you guys. So if you have like 5 or 6 people or however many people watching your item, send them an offer, man. Like, they might accept it. Even if they don't, you never know. So it doesn't hurt to send an offer to people watching your item. Selling, I personally like to do buy it now, because I don't like to waste time. I don't like to gamble with how much I want for the shoe. If I know I want a certain price, I usually list it around that price and be willing to settle for a certain offer with shipping and account. Now, typically I usually always charge shipping, but if you guys really want to let go of a shoe quick, here's a tip: free shipping. All right, just try to somehow averaging some shipping into your price. But I'm gonna tell you right now, as a buyer, personally, when I see free shipping, I'm definitely more likely to buy that pair. Like, if you guys really want to sell the shoe quick, you have to offer free shipping. Just average it in your price of your shoe, because as a buyer, you're gonna compare those prices. And when you see free shipping, it just simplifies it for you. It's dummy proof. You just, like, you know, that's what I'm paying and that's that. So a lot of people like that. So keep that in mind, you guys. Now, a staple with eBay is bidding. Now, you can list your items for bid, because if you have a popular item, you can get more than you initially wanted for the item, because people can get in a bidding war. So in my eyes, let's say there's 2 scenarios. One scenario is, you say you have 5 shoes, right? 5 of the same shoe. List them for some bids. See what they go for. Put some reserves on a few of them. There is a little fee for a reserve, but it's not too high. A reserve is a certain price that you will settle for. Like, it won't go under, you will not accept under this price. That's what a reserve is. So you can set some on reserve, and then you can set some on normal bid. If it's a high price item, let's just say like an Air Jordan 4 white Oreo, that's a pretty high value shoe right now on the market. And you know, those will probably go for a good amount. You can go that way. Or, like I said, buy it nows, and you just have your price, no offer, or you can have your price with an offer. Every platform has fees, you guys. You're gonna take fees, or shipping fees, seller fees, inflation, time goes on, prices go up. It's just life, unfortunately. So I wouldn't stress the fees too much, you guys. I wouldn't let that deter you. Some other apps out there and other platforms, in my opinion, charge more in fees as well, and they are hiking them. And I just think you just have more rest assurance, because this company has been around a lot longer than these other ones. So take all that into account, you guys. Experiment out there. Let me know you guys' successes and your failures, you guys, because that's what we learn from, is from our failures, you guys. So implement these tips. I just want to share with you guys how to succeed on eBay being a sneaker seller, and you can apply these same tips to other things. It doesn't have to just be sneakers. These same fundamentals can apply to anything. You can be selling candles, you can be selling t-shirts, you can be selling watches, hats. It doesn't really matter, you guys. Antiques, mugs, you know, same principles apply. So I hope this helped. Drop a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel, and give me a comment in the description below. Give me a comment in the comment section below if you guys want to see more how-to, more tutorial type videos on platforms and how to sell and stuff like that. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys' feedback. It's your boy Sneak T signing out. Be positive, you guys. Stay happy. Much love. If you guys are new to the channel, I would appreciate it if you guys check out my other videos. I do a lot of sneaker unboxings, a lot of sneaker reviews, some early reviews, some sneaker talk. So, man, just help the channel grow. Come along for the journey, you guys. We're only at 300 subscribers, but I appreciate all 300 of you guys. We're on the road to 1K, 1,000 subs, free Jordan giveaway. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get it, you guys.